Well, folks, welcome to What? Are You Kidding Me? .net. Big article the other day in CNN, headlined, Will Higher Gas Prices Hurt the Obama Administration for Re-election? And I'm reading the article of how high they expect gas to go. And as I go through it, they show a little piece that says, in 2009, when Obama took office, the average price of gas was $1.79. It's almost doubled and still heading up. Still heading up. And, as I'm reading, it says they're blaming on it. The reasons are because of the war in the Middle East, closing of refineries, and the increased demand. And I found the increased demand part a little funny because just the other day there was another article saying gas prices are going higher because we have fuel-efficient cars on the road, electric cars. People are commuting. A lot of people not working, so they're using less and less. So I'm sure it's just a bunch of hogwash. But, the bottom line is we all know what it becomes. What is the reason for it? Greed. Greed. Greedy speculators. They speculate the cost of gas. I have a few speculations too. Okay? Pretty soon people aren't going to be able to drive to work. People aren't going to be able to drive to the mall or put a little bit of money in the outlets, buy clothes. It's like a circle. We're continuing to go down and down and down. And it all boils down to the same reason. Greed. Tomorrow we'll see an article in the newspaper about some big gas company profiting $42 billion or something like that, which we always do. It's greed. There is no reason for it. We have just degraded ourselves as Americans, the people who run this country, the corporate greed, all kinds of greed. They can't live on $100 million. They have to have $2 billion, and that's not even good enough. But once again, it makes you feel sorry for the children. I mean, the children can't go out and explore. They can't go for joyrides like we used to, or our family members used to, because it's unaffordable. I have to tell you, since 2001 to today, I've not seen a rise in quality of life anywhere. We have continued to go downhill, and it's terrible. These gas prices, we should be at $2.47 a gallon. This $4 a gallon. My wife drives 120 miles a day to work. You bring gas up to $5, which they're saying is going to be hitting a few states this summer, we're not going to be able to afford for her to drive to work. So what do you get it, people out there? Do you get it, the people who are running the show and making these decisions? Do you get it? Is it sinking in? I would assume you get it, because you got to be somewhat educated in common sense. You have to have something. Or is it just cold, heartless greed? I mean, my wife's not going to be able to afford to drive to work. A lot of people out there nowadays are driving to work because they have to, and instead of making $2,000 a month, their bills are $2,016. They're starting off the month $16 in the hole. Come on. How much more money do you want out of my pocket? Besides all of it. There's no reason gas should be this high. And if I want to answer the article of what I first started off of, how much will it hurt his chances? Well, I'll be honest with you right now, it goes up another penny. I'm not voting for him. I know the president does not make the gas prices, but I do know he knows a few people or friends who control it. And, you got to put some money back into the American people's pockets so we could go out and put into the economy. Let's get with the program and stop this crap. For the kids, for anybody. Thank you. Hope you listened. It's easy, common sense stuff. Thank you for tuning in to What? Are you kidding me? .net.